Whoopi Goldberg of The View has moved a live TV viewer to tears. Comedian Robin Thede brushed away her tears and thanked her for opening doors. Robin talked about her show, a Black Ladies sketch show, on Wednesday's episode of The View. Robin described how, when she was younger, she used to sit in front of the TV and act out scenes. She held up her palms to her face and whispered, "And actually, I refuse to cry. I refuse to cry." Pointing to Whoopi, she remarked, "You were the first woman that showed me Black women can play characters." "Ah," Whoopi uttered, "oh. The crowd cheered and she sat there, her mouth hanging open. Robin started to cry and attempted to wipe her tears away. "I frequently discuss this," she remarked. "I hope you don't think I'm a stalker because I talk about you all the time and you think I'm weird. However, I remember watching that Broadway production on TV and seeing you wear that shirt. I just mean it." Robin went on, "This persona." She discussed identification and how, after realizing that she was destined to be white, she learned to embrace herself. "It was funny and it was real. I just had never seen that, so thank you," Robin replied, her voice cracking. "I have been waiting my entire life to express my gratitude to you." Whoopi stayed silent and grinned at the actress while the audience applauded. "I made a declaration that I wouldn't do this." Pulling tissues from her dress, Robin said, "I was ready. I was practicing what I was going to say to you in the back, and I was like, I'm not going to cry." Whoopi appeared to be about to speak, but she remained silent until one of the other hosts posed another query. Followers commented on Whoopi's iconic status on Twitter and shared their own tears with Robin. One fan wrote, "Robin Thede crying. Robin Thede telling Whoopi how she inspired her is making me cry," stated another. Another said, "Whoopi is iconic. Give Whoopi her flowers," a View admirer tweeted. "Ah, I used to wear a shirt on my head because of hashtag Auntie Whoopi. I'm loving this right now. Hashtag Auntie Whoopi is blushing from hashtag Robin Thede. Someone another commented. "I'm crying right now between Whoopi and Robin Thede," commented another Twitter user, really significant. One of the first Black actresses to demonstrate range was Whoopi Goldberg, whom Robin Thede thanked. One user remarked, "This lifted my spirits. Hashtag Auntie Whoopi aka hashtag Whoopi Goldberg is legendary," one final admirer commented. Whoopi has sobbed on The View herself in addition to bringing her guests to tears. During a tearful live interview back in October, she refrained from crying. Eventually, the moderator of the talk show was so emotional that she had to shift the topic. The View hosts welcomed actor John Stamos, 59, to help promote the second season of the Disney Plus comedy Big Shot. Following his wife, Caitlin McHugh's account of raising their 4-year-old son Billy, in which the youngster was shown waving to Whoopi in Disneyland, Whoopi disclosed, "A portion of the show's plot this season is inspired by the passing of our friend and your former co-star, Bob Saget." The EGOT winner's voice becomes stuck in her throat even at the mention of the late comic, who unexpectedly passed away in January of this year at the age of 65. She kept going. "I didn't see him as often as I'd like, but it was huge." "How you doing?" Whoopi then inquired of John. With promptitude, John said, "Terrible." "I miss him so much," he said, his voice faltering. Part of the heartbreak of him passing so fast, and the way that he did was that he didn't. There was a tsunami of love that came out when he passed away, and he didn't know it. He was pretty insecure, and I just wish he could see all these memorials we were doing, the Full House star said. John portrayed Whoopi as saying he loved you and loved being on the show. Whoopi answered, moving with emotion, "I adored him. Nobody was the same as him, and neither are we." The hostess catches herself and says, "Never mind, go ahead," just before she starts to choke again. On Sunday, January 9, 2022, Bob Saget, who portrayed Danny Tanner on Full House, passed suddenly in a Florida hotel.